is home to over 1,000 remarkable historical sites, attracting millions of visitors each year. Among these, 27 of these landmarks stand out as the most famous, serving as chapters in the story of humanity that have altered the course of history, inviting us to walk in the footsteps of those who came before us. From the engineering marvels of the Terracotta Warriors to the water management systems of the Incas, here are the 27 most famous historical sites to visit in the world. 27. Leaning Tower of Pisa. In Tuscany, Italy, the Leaning Tower of Pisa stands as a remarkable example of architectural resilience and beauty. The construction of the Leaning Tower began in 1173, but it soon became clear that the soft ground beneath it was not ideal, causing the tower to lean. Despite this, construction continued, and over the centuries, the lean became more pronounced. By 1990, the tower tilted at a worrying 5.5 degrees, prompting a series of stabilization efforts in the 1990s that successfully reduced the tilt to a safer 3.99 degrees. The Square of Miracles offers much more than just a tower. The Pisa Cathedral, which started construction in 1063, is renowned for its Romanesque architecture and bronze doors. The baptistry, notable for its circular design and baptismal font, began construction in 1152. Another notable site is the Monumental Cemetery, known for its collection of Gothic sculptures and sarcophagi. Climbing the tower is a popular activity, providing stunning views of Pisa. Equally rewarding is exploring the cathedral, baptistry, and cemetery, where you can appreciate the intricacy of their designs and the stories behind them. It's interesting to note that the Leaning Tower is not the world's most leaning tower. That distinction goes to the Surhusen Tower in Germany. Despite this, the Leaning Tower and its surrounding buildings have been recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, inviting you to explore its architectural richness. 26. Whalers Bay. Whalers Bay is a small harbor on Deception Island in the South Shetland Islands of Antarctica. Despite being in Antarctica, Whalers Bay has a milder climate due to volcanic activity. The bay is shaped by the caldera of Deception Island, an active volcano, creating a natural harbor that provided refuge for ships from the rough Antarctic waters. Whalers Bay dates back to the early 19th century, when it was used extensively for whaling. Norwegian whalers established a station here in 1906, which operated until 1931. The remains of those activities are among the most significant in Antarctica, showcasing the era of whaling under the protection of the Antarctic Treaty. The main attraction at Whalers Bay is the Long Ash Beach, which was used as a runway for British Antarctic air operations during the 1950s and 60s. You can explore the ruins of old whaling buildings and infrastructure, including a whaling hut, try-works for processing whale blubber, and storage sheds. The remains of a hangar built in 1960 and the roller for runway maintenance are also present at the northern end of the beach. Exploring the historical sites at Whalers Bay allows you to learn about the challenging conditions of whaling. The geothermal activity in the area creates an otherworldly landscape with volcanic ash, steam vents, and the opportunity to take a polar plunge in Kroner Lake. A small cemetery on a hill overlooking the bay serves as the final resting place for some of the early whalers. The abandoned whaling stations are a reminder of the impact of human activities on wildlife populations, but today, the Antarctic Treaty helps protect the unique ecosystems of the region. 25. Forbidden City. The Forbidden City in Beijing, China is a massive palace complex that served as the imperial home for 24 emperors across the Ming and Qing dynasties over 5 centuries. This architectural marvel, encompassing an area of 72 hectares, was constructed under the reign of the Yongle Emperor of the Ming Dynasty, starting in 1406 and taking 14 years to complete with the effort of hundreds of thousands of laborers. Its construction involved over 1 million workers, and at its peak, it housed over 1,000 concubines. Surrounded by a moat and high walls, it was a space where commoners were once forbidden. Upon entering through the Meridian Gate, you're introduced to the outer court, which houses significant buildings such as the Hall of Supreme Harmony, the Hall of Middle Harmony, and the Hall of Preserving Harmony, all crucial for ceremonies and government affairs. The inner court was the private residence of the emperor and his family, featuring spaces like the Palace of Heavenly Purity and the Palace of Earthly Tranquility, alongside the serene Imperial Garden. With over 8,700 rooms and declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1987, The Forbidden City is the largest palace complex globally and a profound representation of Chinese heritage. The complex's buildings and artifacts narrate the lives of the emperors and the societal dynamics during the Ming and Qing dynasties. 24. Terracotta Warriors. In 1974, a group of farmers in Lintong County, Xi'an, within Shaanxi Province, China, unearthed what is now known as the Terracotta Army. This discovery brought significant attention to Xi'an, an ancient capital formerly known as Chang'an, recognized for its significant contribution to Chinese history and culture. The Terracotta Army is part of the mausoleum complex of Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor of China who unified the nation and initiated the construction of the Great Wall. This monumental creation was intended to guard the emperor in his afterlife, reflecting his belief in immortality and his desire to continue his reign beyond death. The construction spanned 38 years, starting in 210 BCE. Originally, these terracotta figures were brightly painted, although most of the color has faded over time. The Emperor Qin Shi Huang's Mausoleum Site Museum, within the same complex, is the primary location where you can see the Terracotta Army. The museum displays over 8,000 soldiers, 130 chariots, with 520 horses and 150 cavalry horses, all individually sculpted to ensure no two figures are alike. Each figure is distinct, highlighting the craftsmanship of the artisans of that era. The museum provides a detailed look into the history and archaeology of the Terracotta Army, making it a focal point for understanding ancient Chinese military and cultural practices. Although the emperor's tomb within the mausoleum complex remains unexcavated, it is believed to hold many treasures. The museum also showcases 2 bronze chariots, which stand out for their intricate design and preservation. Another significant site near the Terracotta Army is the Huyan Tomb, which belonged to a high-ranking official from the Qing dynasty. The tomb's murals, depicting daily life during the Qing dynasty, offer a different perspective on the era's culture and social structure. 23. Ayutthaya. Ayutthaya is located roughly 85 kilometers north of Bangkok, Thailand. This city is unique because it is formed by the confluence of 3 rivers, the Chao Phraya, the Lopburi, and the Pasak. The city's name is believed to be derived from Ayodhya, an ancient Indian capital. Established in 1350, it served as the capital of the Siamese Kingdom for over 400 years. During its heyday, Ayutthaya was a global trade and diplomacy center, attracting people from all over the world. Europeans in the 16th century regarded it as one of Asia's most significant powers. If you're interested in Thai history, the Ayutthaya Historical Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is a place you should not miss. This site includes notable attractions within the park, like Wat Phra Mahatat, known for its Buddha statue entangled in tree roots, Wat Chai Watanaram with its visually striking architecture, and Wat Yai Chai Mongkon, renowned for its giant reclining Buddha statue. Beyond the well-trodden paths, Ayutthaya has several hidden gems. The Ayutthaya Elephant Palace allows for interaction with elephants, highlighting their significance in Thai culture, while Wat Niwet Dhamaprawat, although less known, features an impressive collection of Buddha statues. 22. Alhambra. The Alhambra serves as both a palace and a fortress complex that has captured the fascination of people around the world. The Alhambra's name, translating to the red one in Arabic, reflects the color of the earth used in its construction. Constructed primarily between the 13th and 14th centuries by Muhammad I ibn al-Ahmar, the founder of the Nasrid dynasty, this complex was the centerpiece of the last Muslim state in Al-Andalus. It functioned as a royal residence, a military stronghold, and a center for government. The fall of Granada in 1492 marked the beginning of a period of neglect for the Alhambra, until its rediscovery in the 18th century. Since then, it has been restored and has become a significant destination for cultural tourism. The Alhambra encompasses several distinct areas, each with its own unique attractions. The Alcazaba, the oldest part of the complex, showcases the military prowess of its former inhabitants. The Nasrid palaces, including the Mexuar, the Comares Palace, and the Palace of the Lions, offer a glimpse into the domestic and political life of the Nasrid emirs, while the general life, a lush garden area, provides a serene escape with its beautiful gardens and orchards. Contrastingly, the Palace of Charles V, a 16th century Renaissance building, displays the architectural evolution that occurred after the Reconquista. Beyond the well-trodden paths lie the Alhambra's less visible gems. The Puerta de la Justicia, the main entrance, is adorned with exquisite Islamic calligraphy. The Partal Palace, outside the main complex, stands out with its stunning gardens and vistas. And the General Life is home to the Mondragon Fountain, which is renowned for its intricate tile work. 21. Easter Island. Easter Island, also known by its indigenous name, Rapa Nui, lies in the southeastern Pacific Ocean at the southeasternmost tip of the Polynesian Triangle. This island, although small in size, holds a significant place in the world due to its nearly 1,000 extant monumental statues called moai. These creations are a key aspect of the cultural heritage left by the early Rapa Nui people. The moai statues, representing ancestors or important figures, embody the mystery and cultural depth of Easter Island. The methods used by the Rapa Nui to transport and erect these statues remain a subject of fascination. Historically, the island was settled by Polynesians around 300 AD. The settlers developed a complex society, as evident in the construction of the moai statues. By the 18th century, however, the society was in decline, likely due to deforestation, resource depletion, and warfare, among other factors. Rapa Nui National Park, encompassing almost the entire island, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site that protects the moai statues and other archaeological sites. Rano Raraku, a volcanic crater, served as the quarry for the moai, offering insights into their creation, while Ahu Tongariki features the largest collection of upright moai, providing a spectacular view at sunrise. Then there's Orongo, a ceremonial village which played a central role in the Birdman cult, a competition involving the retrieval of a tern's first egg. If you're interested in cultural experiences, attending a traditional dance performance or visiting a local museum can deepen your understanding of Rapa Nui culture. 20. Rideau Canal. The Rideau Canal is notable for being the oldest continuously operated canal in North America, stretching from Ottawa, Ontario to Kingston, Ontario, connecting the Ottawa River with Lake Ontario. It's a historic landmark recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, constructed between 1826 and 1832 under the supervision of Lieutenant Colonel John By. The canal was initially intended as a military route in anticipation of conflict with the United States. It was constructed using traditional methods, with over 1,000 workers dying during its construction, mostly from disease. However, it quickly became an essential commercial and passenger route, contributing to the economic and social development of the region. Today, it serves as a popular destination for recreational activities, drawing people with its beauty and the variety of activities available. Its key locations along the canal offer unique experiences. Parliament Hill, with its historic buildings, presents stunning views of the canal. The Museum of Technology showcases Canadian innovations, and Lansdowne Park features sports facilities and a casino, while Rideau Hall, the Governor-General of Canada's residence, is another highlight. Exploring the Rideau Canal also leads to discovering hidden gems. The Byward Market offers a range of shops, restaurants, and cafes. The Dominion Arboretum features over 4,000 types of trees and shrubs. Each lock station has its own history and character, providing a unique glimpse into the past. 19. Istanbul. Istanbul spans the narrow Bosphorus Strait, marking a division and connection between Europe and Asia. The story of Istanbul is a complex narrative woven from the many cultures that have settled, conquered, and lived here. Starting as Byzantium in the 7th century BCE, it has seen the rise and fall of empires. Here, architectural marvels like the Hagia Sophia showcase the city's ability to repurpose and transform through the ages, from a church to a mosque and now a museum. The Topkapi Palace, once the opulent residence of Ottoman sultans, now displays Islamic art, connecting you with the splendor of past eras. And the Blue Mosque, with its stunning blue tiles, continues to inspire, while the Grand Bazaar offers a labyrinth of possibilities, from traditional crafts to modern goods. The city's experiences are as diverse as its history. A cruise on the Bosphorus provides views of Istanbul's skyline. The Spice Bazaar is a feast for the senses, where the air is thick with the aroma of exotic spices. For a calmer experience, a visit to a Turkish bath offers a chance to unwind in a setting that has hosted centuries of visitors. Or you can simply walk the streets of Sultanahmet, surrounded by its historic sites. Now, I know you're getting excited about all these amazing places to visit, but if you're eager to travel the world to explore new locations, cultures, foods, and much more, while taking a breather from your everyday life, you also know it can cost you quite a lot of money. With the Travel on a Dime ebook, you have the opportunity to make the most out of any place you visit without overspending on your travel budget. From finding the right flights and hotel deals to money-saving tips during your trip, it's the perfect guide to help you travel like a pro, ensuring you have a great experience while saving hundreds of dollars on travel. To get your own copy, all you have to do is click the link in the description below this video. 18. Washington, D.C. Monuments. Taking a leisurely stroll or a breezy bike ride through the expansive greenery of the National Mall in Washington, D.C., flanked by some of the most iconic monuments and memorials in the United States, is an experience unlike any other. The National Mall's story began in the 1790s with Pierre-Charles L'Enfant, a French architect who envisioned a space that reflected the grandeur and aspirations of a young nation. Over the centuries, this vision materialized with the construction of monuments that celebrate the figures and events that have defined America, from the towering Washington Monument to the solemn Vietnam Veterans Memorial. With over 58,000 Americans' names who gave their lives in the war, each site tells a part of the nation's story. The National Mall is more than a collection of memorials. The Lincoln Memorial, with its neoclassical grandeur, stands as a tribute to Abraham Lincoln, while the Jefferson Memorial draws inspiration from Rome's Pantheon, honoring Thomas Jefferson's legacy. Nearby, the Korean War Veterans Memorial and the World War II Memorial offer poignant reminders of the sacrifices made in those conflicts. And the Franklin Delano Roosevelt Memorial and Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial celebrate the lives and achievements of two of America's great leaders. 17. Statue of Liberty. Liberty Island is a modest slice of land in New York Harbor, near the coast of New Jersey, but it wasn't always known by its current name. Originally called Bedloe's Island, it was renamed in 1956 to reflect the significance of its most famous landmark, the Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty, a monumental gift from France to the United States, commemorates American independence and symbolizes the friendship between the two nations. The concept was born in 1865, envisioned by French abolitionist Edouard Laboulaye. Sculpted by Frederick Auguste Bartholdi, with an inner frame engineered by Gustave Eiffel, the statue was dedicated in October 1886, representing hope and freedom. The Statue of Liberty itself holds several intriguing aspects. The copper plates forming its skin have turned green over time due to patination. The statue holds a book inscribed with the date of the American Declaration of Independence, July 4, 1776, and the 7 points on the crown symbolize the 7 seas and continents, while the torch is a replacement for the original, damaged by lightning and replaced in 1986. On Liberty Island, you can not only admire the Statue of Liberty, but also climb to its pedestal or crown for panoramic views of the harbor. Nearby, Ellis Island served as the entry point for millions of immigrants from 1892 to 1954. It now houses the Ellis Island National Museum of Immigration, offering insights into the immigrant journey to America. 16. Lalibela. Lalibela is a town in the Amara region of northern Ethiopia. The town is an important center for Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Christians and serves as a significant site of pilgrimage. Historically known as Roja, Lalibela's current name honors King Lalibela, who ruled in the late 12th to early 13th century. King Lalibela is credited with the establishment of 11 monolithic churches, aiming to create a new Jerusalem following the interruption of Christian pilgrimages to the actual Jerusalem by Muslim conquests. These churches, remarkable for being carved directly out of rock, date back to the 12th and 13th centuries. The craftsmanship involved in their creation remains partially understood. It is believed that artisans first excavated trenches around solid blocks of granite, then proceeded to sculpt the churches from the top downwards. Restoration efforts in the 20th century suggest that, before their religious consecration, some of these structures may have served as fortifications or royal residences. The primary attraction in Lalibela is undoubtedly its rock-hewn churches, which are categorized into 3 groups based on their location. The northern group includes Bete Gabriel, known for its cross-shaped roof, Bete Abba Libanos, renowned for its detailed carvings, and Bete Mariam, where a cave shelters a mummified hand and foot. The western group features Bete Georgis, celebrated for its beauty and cross shape. Bete Mikhail, with its unique architectural design, and Bete Manuel, attributed to Lalibella's mother. The eastern group houses Bete Golgotha, mirroring the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem. Bete Emmanuel, a two-story church, Bete Mariam, notable for its design, and Bete Medamne Alem, the largest monolithic church globally. In addition to visiting these churches, you can explore the surrounding countryside through hikes and horseback rides, offering breathtaking views and fresh air. 15. Newgrange, Ireland. Newgrange is located in County Meath on a gentle rise with the River Boyne flowing quietly nearby. This ancient monument was constructed around 3200 BC. Far from being a mere tomb, archaeologists have uncovered evidence suggesting Newgrange played a multifaceted role in the lives of its creators. It is renowned for its alignment with the winter solstice sunrise, a phenomenon that illuminates its inner chamber in a spectacle of ancient engineering and astronomical precision. At the heart of Newgrange is its passage tomb, an architectural marvel that continues to draw you in with its ancient allure. The Brú na Bóinne Visitor Center, your gateway to this ancient world, provides guided tours into the tomb itself, where history feels palpable in the cool, shadowed corridors. The center also offers a wealth of exhibits detailing the archaeological and historical context of Newgrange and its surroundings, ensuring a comprehensive understanding of this prehistoric wonder. Exploring Newgrange offers a range of activities, from the immersive experience of touring the passage tomb to delving into the broader history of the Boyne Valley at the Visitor Center. The nearby passage tombs of Noth and Douth, also part of the Brú na Bóinne complex, offer further avenues for exploration, each with their unique carvings and architectural features, and the landscape around Newgrange is ripe for hiking or biking, revealing the natural beauty of the Boyne Valley, accentuating the serene and timeless atmosphere of the area. 14. Stonehenge, England. Stonehenge is a prehistoric monument located on Salisbury Plain in Wiltshire, England. It sits on a large area of chalk bedrock and is surrounded by a landscape filled with other prehistoric sites, including burial mounds and settlements. The construction of Stonehenge occurred in several phases over at least 1500 years, starting around 3000 BC. The earliest monument featured a circular ditch and earthen bank. Subsequent phases saw the addition of the massive Sarsen stones, thought to have been transported from Marlborough Downs, about 20 miles away, but it's still unclear how the stones were transported to Stonehenge. The blue stones, smaller stones found within the circle, are believed to have come from Wales, more than 200 miles away. The stones of Stonehenge weigh up to 25 tons each. The exact purpose of Stonehenge is unknown, though it likely served as a religious or ceremonial site. Its alignment with the summer and winter solstices suggests a connection to astronomy and the solar calendar. At Stonehenge, the Stone Circle experience allows you to go inside the Stone Circle for a closer look. The exhibition center narrates the story of Stonehenge, from its construction to the present day. The outer henge, a circular ditch and bank surrounding the Stone Circle, is one of the monument's earliest parts. The Aubrey Holes, a series of holes dug around the Stone Circle, are believed to have been used for burials or rituals. If you're interested in exploring, you can walk around the Stone Circle and appreciate its grandeur. The exhibition center offers insights into the archaeology of Stonehenge and the surrounding area. Every year on the summer solstice, English Heritage hosts a special event at Stonehenge where you can watch the sunrise over the stones. 13. Bagan. Bagan is an ancient city often referred to as the land of 1,000 pagodas. It served as the capital of the Pagan Kingdom, which ruled Myanmar from the 9th to the 13th centuries. This era is seen as the golden age of Burmese culture, with Bagan emerging as a major center for Theravada Buddhism. During this period, more than 10,000 temples were constructed in the Bagan Plains, though only about 2,200 remain today. The decline of the Pagan kingdom led to the city's abandonment, and the temples gradually fell into ruin. Despite this, Bagan has been preserved and restored in recent decades, and now enjoys recognition as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The temples were built using a variety of techniques, including brick, stone, and stucco. Many of the temples feature murals depicting scenes from the life of the Buddha and from Burmese history, offering a glimpse into the spiritual and cultural life of ancient Myanmar. There are thousands of temples to explore in Bagan, making it impossible to see them all in one visit. Some of the most popular temples include the Ananda Temple, known for its 4 standing Buddha statues, and the exquisite stucco reliefs. the Shwezigan Pagoda, a gilded pagoda that enshrines the hair of the Buddha, the Tilominlo Temple, known for its unique pyramidal structure, and the Dapyunu Temple, the tallest temple in Bagan, offering panoramic views of the plains. Exploring the temples by bike or electric scooter is a great way to see the vast Bagan archaeological zone and discover some of the hidden temples. If you're interested in an unforgettable experience, taking a sunrise hot air balloon ride provides a stunning view of the temples as Bagan is bathed in morning light. You can also visit a local village and provide insight into the traditional way of life in Myanmar. 12. Cappadocia. Cappadocia, a wonder tucked away in central Turkey, is a place that seems to defy the norms of nature and history. Its name, derived from the Persian for land of beautiful horses, hinting at the region's ancient connections, dominated by Mount Erciyes and bordered by the Taurus Mountains, the landscape forms a high plateau enriched with volcanic peaks and valleys sculpted by wind and rain. The region's soft volcanic rock not only shaped its distinctive terrain, but also provided the canvas for its inhabitants to carve out homes, places of worship, and refuges. Early Christians in particular found sanctuary here, using the natural caves and rock formations to practice their faith away from prying eyes. When you explore Cappadocia, you're greeted by a host of awe-inspiring sights. Goremi National Park, recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, captivates with its fairy chimneys and ancient churches adorned with frescoes. The underground cities of Derinkuyu and Kaimakli, extending deep below the Earth's surface, reveal a complex network of human ingenuity used for shelter and community life centuries ago. Then there are Uchisar Castle and Ilara Valley that offer panoramic views and serene walks through history, while the Selime Monastery and Pashabag showcase the spiritual and natural wonders of the region. Experiencing Cappadocia extends beyond sightseeing. Taking a hot air balloon ride at sunrise offers unparalleled views of the fairy chimneys and valleys. You can also engage in local culture through a Turkish night event and try wine tasting from regional vineyards. For an immersive experience, staying in a cave hotel allows you to rest in the very heart of Cappadocia's geological and historical narrative. 11. Angkor Wat. Angkor Wat, located in Siem Reap, Cambodia, is a temple complex within the Angkor Archaeological Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This site, sprawling over 400 square kilometers, features the world's largest religious structure as recognized by the Guinness World Records. The construction of this monumental project, taking 37 years and thousands of workers, underscores the dedication and skill of its creators. The construction of Angkor Wat commenced in the early 12th century during the reign of King Suryavarman II. Initially dedicated to the Hindu god Vishnu, the temple gradually transitioned to a Theravada Buddhist temple towards the end of the 12th century. It continued to serve as an important religious center even after the decline of the Khmer Empire. Rediscovered in the 19th century by European explorers, Angkor Wat has since attracted individuals worldwide, keen to explore its historical and architectural beauty. The Angkor Wat complex offers a multitude of significant areas to explore. The central sanctuary stands at the complex's core, with 5 towers symbolizing Mount Meru. Surrounding this are the galleries, adorned with bas-reliefs that illustrate various scenes from Hindu mythology. The Hall of 1,000 Buddhas, filled with numerous Buddha statues, reflects the temple's Buddhist period, and the outer wall encloses the complex, featuring detailed carvings and elephant terraces. If you're interested in unique experiences, Angkor Wat does not disappoint. Witnessing the sunrise from behind the temple towers or seeing the complex illuminated at night offers unforgettable sights. Guided tours also provide insights into Angkor Wat's history and significance, while a hot air balloon ride offers panoramic view of the entire complex. 10. Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu, translating to Old Peak in the Quechua language, is recognized as the lost city of the Incas. It is a 15th century Inca citadel, positioned high in the Andes Mountains of Peru. Machu Picchu's construction techniques, such as the dry stone method and its extensive cityscape of over 1,500 buildings, demonstrate the architectural prowess of the Incas. Constructed in the 15th century under the reign of Inca Emperor Pachacuti, Machu Picchu's purpose remains a subject of speculation among archaeologists. It might have been an estate for the emperor, among other functions, and was abandoned a century after the Spanish conquest. Despite its significance, the site remained largely hidden until Hiram Bingham brought it to international attention in 1911. Exploring Machu Picchu, you will encounter various significant structures. The Intihuatana is a carved stone believed to function as an astronomical clock. The Temple of the Sun and the Temple of the Three Windows serve religious purposes, with the former dedicated to the sun god Inti. The main square was likely a ceremonial center, and the Inca Bridge showcases the engineering skills of the Incas with its stone and wood construction, while the Royal Palace and the Room of the Three Windows provides insights into royal and astronomical activities, respectively. Watching the sunrise over Machu Picchu is an unforgettable experience that captures the beauty of the site. Recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1983, the site has become a prominent destination, leading to restrictions on daily admissions to preserve its integrity. 9. Tikal. Tikal, located in Guatemala's Petén region, is enveloped by the rainforests of the Maya Biosphere Reserve. It is recognized as the City of Water, reflecting the importance of its reservoirs. The history of Tikal started during the Classic period, spanning 200 to 900 AD, marking its era as a dominant Maya kingdom. Initial settlements likely began around 900 BC, evolving into a thriving metropolis by the 8th century, with the population reaching around 100,000. The city itself spreads over a vast area, yet only a portion has been excavated and restored, revealing temples that rise through the dense canopy. Tikal National Park hosts significant structures worth exploring, including Temple 1, known as the Temple of the Great Jaguar, which stands 47 meters above the jungle floor, offering panoramic views. Temple 2, or the Temple of the Masks, features a facade adorned with stucco masks of the fertility god. The central Acropolis is the core of the ancient city, housing royal palaces, plazas, and administrative buildings, while the Lost World Complex reveals the North Acropolis, central to the city's life during the late Classic period. You can climb these ancient temples for breathtaking views of the city. Experiencing sunrise at Temple 1 and hiking through rainforest trails are also recommended to truly explore its natural wonders. 8. Taj Mahal. On the south bank of the Yamuna River in Agra, India, stands the Taj Mahal, an immense mausoleum complex that captures the essence of love. The history of the Taj Mahal begins with its commissioning in 1632 by Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan in memory of his favorite wife Mumtaz Mahal. The construction of the main mausoleum was completed in 1643, though additional elements were added over the next decade. Recognized globally as a masterpiece of Muslim art in India, the Taj Mahal was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1983, celebrating its significance and beauty. This complex includes a mosque, a guest house, and is surrounded by formal gardens, all enclosed by a crenellated wall over a 17-hectare area. Within the complex, the mausoleum stands as the central piece, renowned for its striking white marble, intricate floral designs, and the use of precious stones in its decoration. Interesting aspects of the Taj Mahal are the changing colors of the marble facade, reflecting pinkish hues in the morning, a milky white in the evening, and a golden glow under the moonlight. Opposite the river, the Mehtab Bagh, or Moonlight Garden, offers stunning views of the Taj Mahal, especially under the night sky. The tranquility of Mehtab Bagh and the rich history shared by knowledgeable guides at the Taj Mahal provide a deep appreciation for this architectural wonder. A short walk away is the Agra Fort, another UNESCO World Heritage Site, which served as the primary residence of the Mughal emperors. And beyond the main attractions, the complex is adorned with detailed calligraphy inscriptions from the Quran. 7. Petra. Petra is an archaeological city located in southwestern Jordan, surrounded by sandstone mountains filled with gorges and passages. This city has been inhabited since prehistoric times and became the capital of the Nabatean kingdom from the 1st century BC to the 2nd century AD. The Nabateans, nomadic Arab people who excelled in trade and engineering, carved Petra's many buildings and monuments directly into the rose-colored sandstone cliffs, earning it the nickname the Rose City. However, the city declined after the Roman annexation in the early 2nd century AD and was eventually abandoned by the Byzantine era. It remained unknown to the Western world until 1812, when Swiss explorer Johann Ludwig Burckhardt rediscovered it. The treasury, also known as Al-Kazne, is perhaps Petra's most famous landmark. This massive temple facade, with intricate carvings, is believed to have been a tomb or treasury. The monastery, another impressive structure carved high into the mountainside, along with the royal tombs, including the Urn Tomb, the Silk Tomb, and the Corinthian Tomb, offer insights into the architectural genius of the Nabateans. On the other hand, the Roman Theater, a well-preserved Roman-style theater, and the High Place of Sacrifice, an open-air sacrificial altar, offers stunning views of the surrounding mountains, highlighting the cultural influences that have touched Petra. Petra's vastness means there are plenty of opportunities to explore hidden valleys and tombs away from the crowds. The walk through the Sikh is an experience with the towering cliffs and meandering path creating a sense of awe. Climbing to the monastery is challenging but offers breathtaking views from the top. And by night, Petra is illuminated by hundreds of candles, creating a special atmosphere you won't find anywhere else. 6. Great Wall of China. The Great Wall of China stands as a series of fortifications built across the historical northern borders of ancient Chinese states and Imperial China. This monumental structure was erected to protect against various nomadic groups from the Eurasian steppe. The sections of the wall built during the Ming Dynasty are among the most well-preserved and iconic, winding from Shanhaiguan and the Bohai Sea to Jiaiguan and Gansu Province. The construction of the Great Wall was a monumental task that spanned several centuries, starting around the 7th century BC. This period was marked by the efforts of various states during the Spring and Autumn and Warring States periods to fortify their territories. The first emperor of China, Qin Shi Huang, played a crucial role in connecting these separate fortifications around 220 BC, laying the groundwork for what would become a unified defense system. Exploring the Great Wall offers you a unique opportunity to connect with China's historical landscape. Sites like Badaling provide accessible points to experience the wall being closer to Beijing and popular among first-time visitors, while Mutianyu offers a quieter experience with stunning mountain views. Remote sections like Simatai and Jinshanling present more challenging hikes and are ideal if you're seeking a more traditional experience of the Great Wall. These experiences allow you to engage with the wall in ways that highlight its role in contemporary culture. Despite myths about its visibility from space, the Great Wall's real marvel lies in its history as the longest man-made structure and its designation as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. 5. Chichen Itza. In the eastern part of Yucatan State, Mexico, Chichen Itza stands as a sprawling complex of Mayan ruins. Once home to as many as 35,000 people, this area is known for its karst topography, which means all the rivers run underground, creating cenotes, or natural sinkholes. These cenotes were crucial for the Maya, serving as their primary water source. Among them, the sacred cenote is the most famous. Archaeologists believe the proximity to these cenotes was a key factor in choosing the location for Chichen Itza. The city was founded around the 6th century AD by the Maya people and flourished for centuries, reaching its zenith between 800 and 1050 AD. It emerged as a significant center of political, economic, and military power in the northern Maya lowlands. The arrival of the Toltec people from central Mexico around the 10th century led to a cultural merger, evident in the unique architectural style seen across the city's structures. El Castillo, also known as the Temple of Kukulkan, stands as a prominent feature of Chichen Itza. This pyramid, dedicated to the Mayan serpent god Kukulkan, symbolizes the architectural and astronomical expertise of the Maya. The architecture of El Castillo, with its 9 levels, reflects the sacred significance of the number 9 to the Maya. Another significant structure is the Temple of the Warriors, adorned with carvings and possibly serving a military or religious purpose. The Great Ball Court, the largest in Mesoamerica, and the Caracol, or the observatory, highlight the Mayan interest in sports and astronomy, respectively. The sacred cenote, used for water sacrifices, emphasizes the spiritual practices of the Maya. You're also invited to explore beyond these well-known sites. The nightly light and sound show provides insights into Maya civilization. The nearby cenotes offer a refreshing break, while the small towns around Chichen Itza, such as Valladolid and Piste, present opportunities to experience contemporary Mayan culture. 4. Acropolis. The Acropolis stands as a timeless sentinel over the city of Athens, Greece. Over 3,000 years of history are etched into the stones of the Acropolis. It began as a fortified site in the 13th century BC under the Mycenaean rulers, evolving through the ages to become the symbol of power, religion, and culture it is today. The iconic structures that define the skyline, including the Parthenon, were constructed in the 5th century BC, a period known as the Golden Age of Athens. These structures have witnessed the ebb and flow of history, from the ancient Greeks to the Romans, through the Byzantine era, where a Christian church found its home here, to the Ottoman conquest in the 15th century, which saw the Parthenon repurposed into a mosque. The 17th century brought conflict and damage, but since Greece's 19th century independence, ongoing restoration efforts have sought to preserve its glory. You can explore several key sites on the Acropolis: the Parthenon, a temple dedicated to Athena; the Erechtheion, known for its caryatid statues; the Propylaea, the Grand Entrance; and the Temple of Athena Nike. Below the Acropolis, the modern Acropolis Museum showcases artifacts discovered at the site, offering further insight into its rich legacy. To fully appreciate the Acropolis, taking a guided tour provides context and stories behind its architectural marvels. Walking around its perimeter lets you enjoy breathtaking views of Athens, and the Acropolis Museum is a must-see for its extensive collection of artifacts, while the Herod Atticus Theater offers a chance to experience performances in an ancient setting. To avoid crowds, you should visit either early in the morning or later in the afternoon. 3. Great Sphinx of Giza. On the west bank of the Nile River in Egypt, the Great Sphinx of Giza stands as a colossal limestone statue with the body of a lion and the head of a human. It is the oldest monumental sculpture in Egypt. The purpose of the Sphinx, believed to have been a guardian of the Giza necropolis, remains speculative. This theory aligns with the Sphinx's position and form, suggesting a role in protecting the sacred tombs and temples within its vicinity. Evidence points to its creation during the reign of Pharaoh Khafre, around the mid-3rd millennium BC, yet debates persist over whether Khafre, or his father, Khufu, commissioned it. This monumental sculpture, emerging from the plateau's bedrock, has weathered centuries, including damage to its once complete visage, notably the absence of its nose, speculated to have been lost to iconoclasm or vandalism in the 14th century. The area around the Sphinx and the pyramids of Giza offers a captivating experience. The Giza necropolis, recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, not only houses the Sphinx, but also the Valley Temple and the Mortuary Temple of Khafre. These sites provide a window into ancient Egyptian spiritual and funerary practices. If you're interested in a unique view of these historical monuments, a camel ride around the plateau can offer a fresh perspective, and visit to the Solar Boat Museum, displaying Pharaoh Khufu's funerary boat, will enrich your understanding of ancient Egyptian burial customs. 2. Pyramids of Giza. In Cairo, Egypt, the Pyramids of Giza rise from the rocky desert landscape of the Giza Plateau. This plateau, positioned along the west bank of the Nile River, unfolds as a vast necropolis. Within this historical expanse, the pyramids stand as monumental tombs erected during the 4th dynasty of the Old Kingdom, designed to honor and house the pharaohs in their afterlife journey. The crown jewel among them, the Great Pyramid of Giza, also known as the Pyramid of Khufu or Cheops, commands attention as the oldest of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, and impressively, it's the only one still largely intact. Constructing such a marvel, which took an estimated 27 years, remains one of history's great enigmas, suggesting a blend of skilled labor, innovative use of ramps, and possibly levers, all to position millions of stone blocks with astonishing precision. When you visit, the Great Pyramid stands as a must-see, allowing you to marvel at its grandeur from within. Nearby, the Pyramid of Khafre and the Pyramid of Menkaure offered their own unique experiences, from the causeway climb to Khafre's pyramid to exploring the interior chambers of Menkaure's pyramid. Not to be missed, the Great Sphinx, with its lion's body and human head, is believed to represent Pharaoh Khafre, guarding the plateau with a serene yet imposing presence. The Valley Temple near the plateau's base, as well as the Mortuary Temple of Khufu on the east side of the Great Pyramid, offer insights into the rituals of mummification and the spiritual practices centered around the pharaohs. For those drawn to the less traversed paths, the Solar Boat Museum near the Great Pyramid displays a wooden boat designed for the pharaoh's journey to the afterlife. Further along, the Step Pyramid of Djoser at Saqqara offers a glimpse into the architectural evolution leading to the Giza pyramids, while the Ben Ezra Synagogue in Cairo provides a link to the city's diverse history. 1. Colosseum, Italy. In Rome's center, just east of the Roman Forum, stands the Colosseum, an elliptical amphitheater that is a marvel of ancient architecture. The construction of the Colosseum began under Emperor Vespasian in the 1st century, spanning the rule of 3 emperors and completing under Titus, with later modifications by Domitian. Originally known for the colossal statue of Nero nearby, the arena hosted a variety of spectacles, including gladiatorial combats, animal hunts, public executions, and mythological reenactments. Today, the Colosseum offers a glimpse back in time. Walking onto the arena floor, you can immerse in the history of the spectacles once held there. The underground chambers reveal where gladiators and animals were kept before their dramatic entrances. Climbing to the upper tiers, you get a panoramic view of Rome from a vantage point once filled with up to 80,000 spectators. Exploring the Colosseum can be a personal journey or enhanced by guided tours that provide insight into its history and archaeology. The Colosseum also hosts special events at night, such as concerts or light shows, offering a different perspective on this ancient monument. The exploration of Rome's history doesn't stop at the Colosseum. The Palatine Hill, next to the Colosseum, was once the home of Roman emperors, with its ruins that offer views of the Roman Forum and the Colosseum. And the Arch of Constantine, a triumphal arch built to commemorate Constantine I's victory, stands just outside the Colosseum. The Colosseum's design was ahead of its time, with a wooden floor covered in sand to absorb blood and an intricate exit system that allowed it to be emptied in minutes. From its last use for bullfights in the 18th century to becoming one of the world's most visited landmarks, the Colosseum continues to attract millions each year. If you're looking for any tips to enhance your own personal travel and help you manage your travel budget more effectively, click the link in the description. And remember to like and subscribe to help our channel grow.